Hello and welcome back to Scenario 37 of Panzer, delaying action at Arnage. We are up to turn 14, and our situation here is looking better for us. It's still a little early. We don't have a decisive situation yet, but it is looking a little bit better for us as we start to move out of Grenarville and head towards the west to hopefully grab some victory points here. We've got some of our Panzer IICs down here moving to the south to try to figure out what is over here. We also have up to the north, we have one of our recon Panzer IICs as well as our Panzer IID trying to set up some position here to see what's going on with these guys up here. We've already cleared out some units over here that were fake on here, which is good. Hopefully we can clear out some more and get a path off the board here. But we do have one worry here, mainly this French force that's just to our south and posing a threat to our flank, and mainly the rear units as well as the advancing units over here. We've got a couple of H-35 here. We've got an S-35, and then we've got another S-35 here, and then there's an anti-tank gun right there that is going to be a threat to us over here. So we've got to watch out for that. So we'll try to lay down some smoke, lay down some fire, and get ourselves off the board, hopefully. So with 14, I think the main goal for this is to keep moving. A lot of move commands on here. A few fire markers back here, I think mainly for smoke prior to covering wall here to prevent these guys from shooting at us. And we also got this guy back here trying to pin down the anti-tank gun as much as possible over here. The main units to the front, they are all moving for the most part along here. And then we do have some overwatch fire in case some of these guys try to move up. Can't really do much against a tank. Maybe can button them up or something like that, but we'll give them the capability just in case so that we can see what's going on. So let's get started. So first thing is the initiative. So it's always German plus 20. Ooh, he rolls a 5, so that's only going to make it 25. So that means the French are going to be able to fire first and move second. So let's start off with the French. First one is going to be this H-35 down here in the woods. They're going to check to see what their command is going to be. And their command is a 77, which is going to be a fire. So they're going to take a shot, most likely at these two Cs up here in the crops, because they are spotted in here from being moving. Now crops is an interesting one because they do get a medium cover for spotting there as well. So, but between the moving and the location of them, they are going to be seen. So most likely they're going to take a shot at one of these two. Let's see how it goes here. So the target is going to be the nearest weakest. In this case, we've got two of them because actually the line of sight does get blocked right here, I believe. Just checking the line of sight against him, and yeah, he's going to actually fire at the Panzer IIC 103, which is that guy right there. So he's going to take the shot. It's a 30% chance of a hit with everything factored in. And he rolls a 12. That is a hit. Uh-oh. He may be not long for this world. And now we check the location. It's a 5. It's going to be a front hull. So that's going to be a 4 to 3. 4 for the gun, 3 for the armor. We're going to do a variable penetration roll. So let's see what happens here. Rolls a 2, which is going to be a -1 on the penetration. And another one, and then a 3, which is also another -1. So it's going to be -2 overall for the variable penetration. So that's actually going to drop it down to 2 for the gun, 3 for the armor, and there'd be no penetration. So that was a lucky break by that Panzer IIC. Next is going to be the S-35-203. That's this unit down here. He's sitting in some smoke, so that's going to hinder him a little bit. And he's going to just command check. He's actually going to move. He's going to try to get out of that smoke rather than fire. So we move along to the S-35 over here. And his command is going to be a 70. That's going to be another fire. And he's going to take a shot at the rifle unit up here. That's the closest unit to him. These longer ones are too far out of the way. He's deemed a bigger threat to him over there. So he's going to try to knock him out because he's a threat to the anti-tank gun over here, who you notice has a NC, meaning because he's suppressed, he's going to actually take a no command to try to recover at the end of the turn. So this guy's going to try to provide cover. This S-35 is going to try to provide cover and shoot at the rifle unit 103. So he's going to need effective greater than equal to 82. He suppresses a 55 to 81. He rolls a 98. That's an effective hit. So that's actually going to reduce the squad and also suppress them. So that was an effective hit. That was good. That'll probably knock out any real chance that the squad will be able to hit the anti-tank gun over there. So that's all for the French units for direct fire. Now we go to the Germans. And in this case, like I said, it's going to be more of a wall of smoke. So we're going to try to get, first off, the Panzer IV-D, which I think is this guy. Right? No, that's 303. Is it over here? No, 302. I'm looking for 202. And I can't remember where 202 is here. Hang on here a moment. He's around here someplace. Well, I'll just keep going here. And he's going to fire 27 AA, AA6. Oh, I know where he is. He's up here. There he is. He's going to fire smoke into there because we're going to try to lay down some smoke to cover this recon unit to try to see what's in the woods over here. So hopefully you can see. So he rolls a 5. That's a success. So we're going to get the smoke up here, right there. All right, that's good because that's now going to set him up so that he can move up here and be protected from any fire in there. Oops, I don't want to delete him. There we go. And now checking some more ranges. We'll move back down towards the town. And just checking some more ranges out here. And come on, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to get 303, which he's up here. Or no, excuse me, he's over here. He's going to fire smoke at 27N2, or I should say 28N2, which is this guy down here. Try to smoke up the H-35. He rolls a 4. That's a success. So we get smoke onto the H-35. That will be very effective next turn because that will now cut off or cut down any chance of firing on these guys over here. So continuing on here, we've got Panzer, the command unit Panzer IV-D over here. And he's going to take a shot, actually at the S-35-203. That's this guy down here. That's a tough shot because he is in smoke. He's got really low odds here. He's got only a 20% chance of hitting him, but we'll take it. He tries it, rolls a 54. That's going to be a miss. So he misses. And then next we're going to get the 301, Panzer IV 301, which is also on that same axis. He's firing smoke at 27P2, which is right over here. Yep. He's going to take the shot, rolls a 9. That's going to be a fail, so he doesn't place smoke. So 302 is going to try the same spot. He rolls a 9, and he fails. So we got all our panzers that have fired. Him over here, him over here. We're going to go over to our mortar units over here to try to get smoke on different locations. So first one's going to try 27S2, which is right over in the crops. Rolls a 0, that's going to be a fail. And then the other one's going to try the same spot, rolls a 3, and makes it. So we got smoke over there, so that'll help kind of block this guy down here, although he's moving, so we don't know if he's going to wind up, with it or not. So next, moving along here, we're going to go for the German move. Now, I didn't choose to fire with the infantry here, who was suppressed. It was just too low at odds trying to hit anything over here. The suppression really knocks him down. There's 20 points knocked off for that. He's also now half squad, which reduces his GP factor. So trying to hit them was just not going to be worth it. We'll try to recover him and try to take a shot later on. He also had another wasted shot up here with the command tank. Really, the range on here, he doesn't have smoke, first off, so that rules out doing any type of smoke fire over here. And then the range to get to the 203 or 103, either one of these was just too great and wasn't going to be useful. So we'll move on to the move. And up here, we're going to have our recon Panzer 2C move up. And of course, he's going to get an opportunity fire on him. That's going to be so he had a 5% between the smoke and moving and the small target. Makes it only a 5% chance of hitting. Rolls 91, that's a big miss. So now we're going to check to see if he's spotted, and we're going to roll well, he is spotted, I should say, because he's close enough to spot him within range. He's going to actually try to activate him, and they do, and he's a 49, which is fake, which is wonderful for us, because that means that corridor now opens up, and now we can potentially try to go after number 12 on the next turn. So he's moving up, I think a little bit more. Yeah, he can move up to there, and he's still behind, not spotted from number 12. Number 14 can see him, but he is longer than medium range. So that is good. That means that he will not fire at him. And he'll just turn and be done there. Okay. Continuing on, we've got some of the 2Cs down here, trying to head for those light woods to get some cover, get out of the way of that H-35 and S-35 over in the center of the map there. The Panzer, the other recon unit that was damaged, he's going to move up as well and move up to here. Hopefully we can use him to try to spot some of these units, some of these hidden units up here as well. We've got the I dismounted the ATR, the anti-tank rifle, and moved him up. Not sure what he can do against these French tanks, but better than nothing. So he moves up. We're also going to move up the command unit. That's this guy right here, and he's going to try to get in here to try to spot for artillery. To again bring down smoke over here to hopefully get them in position to spot number 14. So then we continue on with some more of our moving. The Panzer 303, Panzer 4D moves up. He's the one that has the hull damage, so he's a little bit slower. We've got some more movement of the Panzer 4s. Yeah, Panzer 4s. And they move into there. The truck is sitting there, just a little bit more shuffling as I get some of these tanks moved forward, because we've got to keep moving. The time is running out here. Now also too, I've moved up some of these rifle units. They're going to take advantage of going into the gully, so they'll be out of spotting range here, which is going to be nice, and kind of get into the town over here. And we've got the other unit doing the same thing, and then just a little bit of counter shuffling here. And now we move on to the French move. Yeah, that's it. So now we move to the French move. Now the S-35 was the only one who was moving. He's going to move towards the west edge. He actually rolled for his movement, move towards victory point hexes, which is going to be the edge and most direct route. So he's going to go like this and come over in here. Or oh, I don't think it was direct route. I think it's safest route. That's why he moved into the smoke up here, on here as well. So that's all for the French movement. So the French are mounting a little bit of a counterattack. Now we do our counter adjustment phase. So there's no pivot. We'll go to the counter adjustment, or the turret adjustment, excuse me. And the turrets have been adjusted. I think it was just that S-35 that needed adjustment. We'll now adjust for full cover. We've got the ATR moving into full cover here. And one of the things I noticed afterwards, which I'm slightly worried about, is I didn't put this guy into cover, our command, because I wanted to get him into this hex here, you know, to spot for artillery. So I left him open. I'm a little bit worried about that, especially with that tank being so close now. But we'll see how it goes. Now we've got the suppression removal. So we're going to try to remove the suppression on this 8T gun. He's going to need a 60 or less. And he just barely makes it 59. And that was a success. So he gets it. And then our suppression turns to suppression off. And then we continue on. There's no morale adjustment. And now we'll just do counter adjustment, which will be the smokes, removing and flipping. And we remove our command markers. And then we get our smokes taken care of. And I think just continuing on. There we go. That's the end. So there we have it. The end of turn 14. A little bit of action, a little bit of movement. Biggest thing was the uncovering of this hex over here, giving us a bit more of an avenue. We get this one out of here with nothing there. We're going to be good to go, at least on the northern side of the board. The southern side, we still need to uncover these before we can get these guys out. We did get some more of our units moved forward, but we did have one loss here. This squad down here took a hit, lost half their men, and are suppressed. So we've got to get them back in good order before they can do anything anymore. Also, got to start moving up some of these other ones. Our command tank and our SPW 251-2s need to start moving up. We need to get into this town because, again, we are at turn 14, so next turn will be 15, and I need to get some units off the board so that they can get some points before the end of turn 17. That's not that long. It's only now 1, 2, 3 turns away, the end of 17. So we've got to keep them moving as much as possible to get off the board there. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm glad you're following along. This is pretty exciting. It's still up in the air. French counterattacking a little bit over here. We're making progress with the Germans. We may just get them off, but it's going to be a little interesting as things go on. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.